them. I think the deal is good for China, and it's good for us, and for us it's money. You know, we make a lot of money if the deal goes through.
Are you planning to visit President Xi? Are you planning to go even in China?
Well, I was asked to go there, yeah. He asked me if I'd go, and he would likewise come here.
That soon?
We get along very well. We always have gotten along well.
President, Iran has said that they want to go to the UN and have the UN force the United States to finish the damages that were done by the UN. What is your response to that?
You're going to have to say that again because you're being blurred out.
That Iran wants to have the UN force the US to pay for the damages that were done by the strike that the US did.
I think it's pretty ridiculous, yeah. I would say maybe very ridiculous.
Can you tell us about
Go ahead,
your
please.
Mr. President, Putin has not agreed to a ceasefire. Do you think he's mocking you?
No, I don't think he is. I think he's worried about sanctions. I do think he's very worried about sanctions. And, you know, we're determining that the Senate, as you know, has put in big sanctions, very big
Do you want to
sanctions.
see Patriot missiles go into Ukraine?
Well, they need them for defense. I mean, I don't want to see people killed, and they're going to need them for defense. They're amazingly effective. You know, we knocked out 14 out of 14. That's pretty amazing. If you think of it, it's almost incredible. But we knocked out 14 out of 14. So they're going to need something because they're being hit pretty hard.
Are you going to send them, though? Are you going to send more?
Yeah, we might. We're looking at it.
On tariffs, Mr. President, why are they only coming into effect in August?
Well, I'd probably start them on August 1st. Well, that's pretty early, right? I
That's
mean,
like
you know,
3 weeks after the
because
deadline.
we're talking about, yeah, so when do you think they should come into effect? Sooner? I don't know how they could be sooner. We waited about a 90-day period. We probably had 90 days or so, and really much longer than that because we've been looking at this for years. We've been looking at it. I've been looking at it for a long time. I can tell you every single country, and I can tell you every single deficit that we have and they have. I've been looking at it for many years, frankly, and I think it's ridiculous that countries were able to get away with so much.
Mr. President, can you share about your call with the German Chancellor today?
I had a great call with the German Chancellor. He's a strong guy, very good man, had a great victory.
Did you agree to send Patriot missiles?
No, we did talk about it, though, and he feels, you know, they have to be protected. He's a strong guy and smart, very smart man.
Mr. President, are you confident that you'll be able to find an end to the fighting in Ukraine?
That's an interesting question. We have with India and with Pakistan and in Africa, as you know, with the Congo and Rwanda, Serbia, Kosovo, and so many others. We've found we've helped Egypt with, as you know, their next door neighbor, where the water is being taken from the Nile. We've helped a lot of countries. The Ukraine situation, that's a Biden deal. It's not a Trump deal. I'm trying to get it finished off, settled, and we'll see. I don't know. I can't tell you whether or not that's going to happen.
Is it a priority?
Yeah, I'd like to see it happen. I don't want to see 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 soldiers killed every week. And you have other people, but for the most part, so far it's been mostly soldiers. And they're Ukrainian soldiers, and they're also Russian soldiers. But it's 5,000 souls, and they're being killed every single week. So it's really higher than that now.
Do you expect any trade deals this weekend to be signed?
Yeah, I do. I think I'll probably send out 10 or 12 letters.
Mr. President, in addition to the letters, do you think you'll be able to reach deals with the European Union or India?
I think that letters are better for us. I've said that all along because you have hundreds of countries. You know, you have over 200 countries, and you can't sit down with 200 countries. I think the letters are better. I think a simple tariff is simpler than and better than sitting down and working 15 different things. You know, with the UK we did that, and it was great for both parties. With China we did that, and I think it's very good for both parties. We have India coming up, and with Vietnam we did it, but it's much easier to send a letter saying, listen, we know we have a certain deficit, or